You want to hear what a manatee sounds like?
Thing where I sing better if I am barefoot. And I don't have socks on right now.
Everyone knows my name, they can read it on my sleeve.
Played a banjo badly.
Feel the heat from the fire that's been burning in your heart.
Like, I love the old vintage stuff.
Somehow the 60 years and 19 days, they woke up in the dark.
We had to bury that stupid llama, and it took us forever.
How to make music happen, how to make it pretty, how to make it dissonant, and I learned how to sing through them.
Don't have babies with crazy people, cause they never go away.
And then you could take like 6 pennies and tape them to the arm, and it would ride over the wave.
Maybe later tonight, I'll see horses.
Hi there, welcome back to Moonshine and Music. I'm Joe Shelton, and we're here with another. This is part 3 of the Barn Party, episodes, trilogy, whatever. This is the last one from the Barn Party. We had such a great time out there. Today's guest is a really, really talented artist. His name is Chad Mills. He's a great songwriter. Chad has, as you'll find out in the interview, quite a few records out there you can go and listen to on all the streaming services. Chad's been like a mainstay of the Indiana area music scene, live performances for many years. When somebody mentions Chad Mills, people are like, "Oh yeah, I saw him back when, whatever place it was, someplace." And he is one of the most calm, collected guys in the entire music area that I've met, and so it's really cool to have him on the show. It's a pretty chilled out interview. It was a very chilled out thing to be at the Barn Party with Chad and the other folks. So it's a good interview. Also, later in the show today, we're going to have a little piece with our buddy Brent Lee Smith. So we got a lot to look forward to in today's episode. Let's get right to it. Let's go back out to the barn. Little interview with Chad Mills. Welcome to Moonshine and Music. It's been a long time coming, but we got Chad Mills on the show somehow. We bribed him. We stole his children, put him in hostage situation, or his dog or something. I don't know. Welcome to the show, Chad. It's great to have you on.
Thanks, Joe. Appreciate it, man.
So, how you been doing with all of this crazy world situation we got here?
I've been managing all right. Certainly missed playing, of course, last year. Missed the community. But really enjoyed being home with my family. I mean, that was probably the best part of this whole thing, was just getting back in touch with my family. And, for a while we had to slow down. Obviously nothing was going on.
Right.
So I'm kind of liking working from home, to be honest with you.
Well, working from home is a good byproduct.
Yeah.
I mean, I my day job is working from home too, so that's been really nice.
Yeah.
Not having to fight traffic or people to get to work.
Yep.
Is a good thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, for those who haven't met you on the show before, tell us a little bit about how you got into music. Where you grew up. You grew up here in Indy, or?
I grew up. Yep. First house was in Broderpool on Crittenden. And then my folks moved us up to Zionsville when I was getting ready to go to kindergarten. So lived in Zionsville my entire childhood, pretty much. Went to Zionsville High School, went to school Rose-Hulman to study engineering, and when I was a junior, I kind of made a random decision to learn to play guitar.
Like acoustic at first, or electric?
Acoustic, yeah.
What was your first guitar?
I think it was called it was either an Ovation or a Hondo. I bought a Hondo, Hondo, in a pawn shop. It was black. That may have been my first one. Maybe the Ovation came next.
Okay.
Just getting started. I had some real generic PA
that one looks
equipment,
cool.
But yeah.
That one looks cool. That's the one I want. Is that how it went?
Yeah, it was cheap. It was in my college
in the price
budget.
range. Looks cool.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I gotcha.
Yeah. But no, man. I was never musical growing up, so it was kind of a strange decision. But obviously, it's changed who I am. And I just haven't put it down since.
I know you've been playing like shows. How long you've been playing like out in places? It's a long time, right?
Yeah, my first bar gig was 1999. So
yeah,
it's been a minute.
My first one was before that, but we're like.
Is that right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Well, that's awesome.
Early '90s.
Okay.
And then, but I took a long hiatus.
You must have been young when you were playing.
Yeah, I was in a band back then.
Okay.
Yeah, I was like the keyboard player in a band.
Well, that's fun.
Which people were like, "You play keyboards?" Because I hardly ever do anymore.
Yeah, I've seen some videos of you playing.
Yeah, I don't play I don't play them that much anymore, but I do play keyboards but yeah, it's like I like to be around some people that have been playing. People are like, "You're that old?" I'm like, "Yeah."
Yeah.
But so you started out late '90s, and have you been playing ever since, or are you taking any hiatuses?
I took about a 5-month hiatus, maybe back in 2017.
So this year is like the biggest one.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah,
like the long haul.
Absolutely,
right?
Yeah.
Is this your first time playing today here at the Barn Party?
No,
I had another gig before?
I played a few shows this year already.
Yeah.
Did like a March Madness gig down at Luger Plaza.
How was that? I mean, March Madness was all in Indiana, which was kind of interesting, and they had some live music things.
Yeah, it was okay. It was kind of away from all the hustle and bustle of March Madness. But a few people came out. It was a beautiful day. Just I'm very aware of just how special it is to get shows, having gone so long without them. So I'm always in a pretty good frame of mind these days playing.
That's true. It's easy to get like, guys like me and you that played tons of shows, or like, the year before this, I had, before COVID, I had like 220 shows or something. And so it's easy to get like complacent with, there'll be another show tonight. Wasn't that great? There'll be another one tomorrow or whatever. But then you don't play them for a while, and you're like, every one of them, you're just like, whoa, this is, I get to go and play, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Took it for granted, for sure.
So, are you like working on any new records or anything like that?
I am. I've got one ready to go.
What's it going to be called?
I don't know that yet.
No name
yet.
The
songs.
What's the target so we can know when to look for it? What are you looking at? Like late summer?
Don't know that.
Don't know yet? Okay.
Don't know. Yeah, I'm collaborating with my buddy Grover Peridot again.
Okay.
It's going to be a pretty strings-heavy album. Going to record at the Static Shack with Alan Johnson.
Okay.
So
I've heard good things. I haven't been there.
Yeah, Alan's super talented.
Yeah.
I'm excited to work with him. This will be the first time. He's mastered maybe 2 or 3 of my albums, but this will be the first time I recorded with him, and I'm pumped.
How many total do you have?
I put out my 10th last year, right before things shut down.
10? Wow.
10.
That's epic, man.
It feels good. Yeah.
It's a lot of work, I mean, putting them together is like, I try to tell people that don't do music how hard it is to like actually record, because it's so different from just playing, Yeah. You have to be better than like when you play.
Exactly.
Because, it's going to be like played over and over, right?
Yeah.
People will notice whatever, especially if they like it, then they'll really notice whatever little flaws you have, right? I mean, we all know like Led Zeppelin 4, you can like pick out the the 4 things that they did wrong on the album because you listen to it enough and it's like so big, But so do you find yourself like a little pressure when you're recording to like?
Oh, it's terrible pressure. It's very stressful for me being in the studio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you do to cope with it?
Booze.
that works.
Yeah. No, I don't know. I've been fortunate enough to work with some great engineers and producers over the years, and they help calm me down and talk me through it. But yeah, I definitely have big time studio nerves.
Yeah, I've said I can play a song 1,000 times right, and the first time I play it with a recording on it, totally screw it up.
Yeah.
Like every
Yeah.
every way possible.
Yeah.
So
I've tried recently recording with a click track. Back in the old days of recording, I never worried about it, mostly because it was just me.
right.
But now I'm being told it's important to play to click, so that's something I'm trying to get used to.
Well,
but I don't like it.
If you're not playing like all together with the band at once, it is kind of important, I guess.
Yeah.
You know, if you're trying to record track by track.
Yep.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. It was tough for me learning to play to the click.
Yeah.
My first record, I had that same my very first one, I was doing it with a guy who was Todd Blower, who's my lead guitar player. He was also my guitar teacher, and he was like helping produce the record. So he was like, "No, we're gonna play to this click. We're gonna we're gonna work this out," you know.
Yeah.
And that was hardcore. So I feel you, man.
Yeah. It's tough.
So are you getting good at it?
No. Nope.
Well, it's good to hear, man. That'll make everybody feel, you know, guys that are doing their first record,
Yeah.
and watch this will be like, oh man, it's not just me. This guy's done 10 records,
Yeah.
and he's, you know, got that, you know, challenge. I mean, we all try to learn something new with each, you know, time we play, right?
For sure. Yeah.
So you want to play a couple songs for us?
Oh man, I wasn't even thinking about that, but
We'd love to have you play a couple.
sure, man, I could play a song. Yeah.
All right, man. All right, well, we'll be right back with Chad Mills, Moonshine and Music.
All right, well, between the interview and setting up for Chad to play some music, we have a little visit for you. And today we've got Brent Lee Smith, the Moonshine life coach.
Hey, Moonshine and music fans. Brent Lee Smith, the Moonshine life coach here. Got a few tips for a happy and healthy life during COVID. So take notes. First up, don't catch COVID. It's horrible. Next, I got seriously, don't get COVID. It's terrible. You don't need it. Even if it's like, you know, mild or whatever, it's still not good. So it's best to avoid it altogether. Next, we got, don't give it to anybody else either. They don't need to deal with it. Number 4 on my list here, and just because I had to reiterate, you know, the COVID stuff, but because this may be the most important one, actually. Donuts. Donuts equals happy. Reduce stress. Donuts help with that. Also, if you got like a job that's bringing you down, just quit. You don't have to tell them, just stop going, stop doing whatever like they're paying you to do. They'll figure it out. Or just win the lottery. The bigger the jackpot, the better. Don't tell too many people that you won, because then they'll be asking you for money. Legos are awesome. Very fun. And you could also like build the castle with Legos that you'll end up building in real life after you win the lottery. That's my plan. Don't tell anybody. Comfortable shoes. Wear them. Be nice and maybe give comfortable shoes to someone you like. More donuts. We've been over this, but, donuts. Ooh. Get laid. That's fun. Good stress reliever. But, consent and, just do it right. Be a good partner. Make sure everybody's having fun. Be careful. Don't catch other things, besides COVID, too. You don't want to catch COVID getting laid. That kind of, take like 5 to 12 naps a day. Preferably after getting laid. Smile. A lot. But not like creepily, like check out all of the amazing episodes we have of Moonshine and Music. We got them on YouTube. We got them on all the podcasts, download sites, whatever. Go find them. And then go support the artists that are on the show because they are all fantastic. Buy their music, buy their merch, go see them live. Check out Joe. He's like on every episode. He's pretty cool. All right, I think that about does it. Be safe, be happy, be healthy. Peace.
This is a song that's going to be on the new album. It's called Seams.
Just history, days have passed. Our own history has moved fast, but moving seamless, so it seems, until history weaved a seam. Now like patchwork all laid out, the linens lay flat, laced and down. Quiet he will wait, quiet at her pace. Is what you feel that brings the light as I'm lying there in the dark. The cut's been made and now it's out. Well, I want my mouth against your heart. Chest, it's been made hard
Thank you kindly. Appreciate that very much. Yeah. Yeah, sure. I can do another one. Let's see. I'll do one called Rubber Bands from the album I put out last year. The inspiration behind the song was, those rubber bands we used to make in school where you just wrap a bunch around a ball. Sometimes I feel like that, and I just feel the need to cut that and have it all unravel. So that's kind of where this song came from.
And we stretch around the fall so many times. This dire need to unwind, yeah. And the more that we pull, the more that we get. 'Cause tension is proportional the amount we stretch. So skinny and tense, we pretend not to mind, when all we really want is to unwind. Our core is stable, when I know there is peace, but we wrap so much around it. You weigh more than we need. There's so much to do and not enough time. Sometimes we need to just cut loose and unwind. Some more. We'll go back to the shape that we were before. But each material has a point where it yields to the stress. You'll snap if you put it to the test. Sometimes I wish shape of whatever container I was in, and taking on too much be easy enough to show, 'cause all the excess in me would overflow, yeah. Our core is stable, when I know there is peace, but we wrap so much around it. Way more than we need. There's so much to do and not enough time. Sometimes we need to just cut loose and unwind. Yeah, unwind. Yeah, come on, cut loose. Appreciate it, guys.
Moonshine and Music is a presentation of Notlehs Entertainment. Copyright 2021, all rights reserved. The producer of today's show and the host is Joe Shelton. The cameraman, grip, and stunt double is still Brent Lee Smith. Thank you for joining us, and please join us next time on Moonshine and Music.